Hello, YouTube, and welcome to Tim After Dark. This is your host, Tim Jordan, and this is part 3 of the Doki Literature Club. Okay, since from the last game, what I was told from Monica is to try something a little bit more unique, a little bit of my own style instead of just trying to impress everyone. But however, if I do have to continue to choose who to impress, I choose Sayori. Okay, let's see what else she likes. But at the same time, try to make it a little bit more my own sort of thing. Okay, bed. Okay. Swimsuit. Lucky. Peaceful. Rainbow. Existence. Philosophy. Comfort. Okay, shopping. What would Sayori like? Okay, sunset. Special. Clumsy. Typical. Let's see. Okay. Another title drop. And haven't I seen this before? Okay. Play. Nature. Bliss. Okay, and... Okay, there's Papa and... Marshmallow. Okay, that should be everything. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting to start already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the last couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, TJ. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hee hee. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you, anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Huh? That's not like you at all. Hey, I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Huh? Why is that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to take a look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and opens it. And then she turns it upside down and let the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 coins falls out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How do you even know? Come on, I've known you for years, and from what I've learned from my experience, that usually means they want me to pay for something. It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming into the club room. So you're either not hungry and wanted to make an excuse to take a walk, which is, I'd say, a little bit more realistic, depending on how you guys know each other, or you plan to conveniently forget for you to spend all your money, so I would lend you some. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call a gold digger. And there's one thing more. You're always hungry. Hey, she's just a grown girl, my boy. And so, that only leaves the one option. Aw, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, then it means you deserve to feel guilty. Ahaha. Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice she was listening in. Listening in. Her face is always in a book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell TJ to borrow some money. Don't you dare! Don't you dare! And don't you dare use your puppy eyes on me, woman. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. My girl. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after putting all your miscreants, mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is a fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I'm just too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, that Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I do something bad, and I know I have to accept the revelation. Retribution. That. Still, come with me, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Well, hey, we all have a little bad side to us, but only where it counts. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing, even though she comes across as a Betty White. Okay, never mind. From everything that I've seen, she's a lovable idiot. After all, she told you guys she would bring me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it wasn't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Sayori into making them. Come on, give me some credit. Give me more credit than that, Sayori. Oh! Kia! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. That was... a cookie! Sure enough, it was a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glazes around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Restitution. Exactly. That one almost worked. I was just going to give it to you, but then I heard the blab about the cupcakes, and it was totally to see your reaction, though. Netsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. She hugs the cookie. Bro, I don't know what's in that cookie, but can I have a bite of that after the show? Jeez, just eat it. The Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Hee hee. You're going through a whole lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite out of her own cookie. Oh, you look so really good to it, Netsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, bakers can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. If it's double chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Hee hee. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Netsuki and then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. Get it. I get it. A cookie still in hand, Netsuki reaches up to snag Sayori's out of hers. Oh? Sayori suddenly leans in and takes a bite out of Netsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously do that? Oh, I'm dealing with a child here. Mouthful, Sayori trots around to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Uh, Netsuki glances around. Monica's in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have you heard of anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably has something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. You take that back, Sayori. You take that back, woman. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door opens. Sorry, I'm so sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend at all. She's so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica inquisitively glazes at me. See? Now who's the desirable one? Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That doesn't make sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. A woman of many talents and a woman of culture, I see. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's, Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yeah! Hey, that sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, TJ. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I really love the chance to share one once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave Sayori's mischievous episode. I'm sure Netsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. Well, typical freshman. It looks like she has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back in her book, and Netsuki disappeared into the closet. TJ, Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? For what? Well, you know how the club is coming up? Well, the festival. Me and Monica are gonna make some posters and stuff. So I'm gonna need to find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yeah! Okay, Monica, we're gonna be back soon. Are you going with TJ to get supplies? Because I have my eyes on him first. And there's no need to trouble yourself. I'll be happy to go with him. Aw, I wanted to go. It would be so... It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, TJ? Yeah, let's go. Sayori and I exit the classroom. I follow Sayori. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips across the hall. Honestly, it feels like I'm talking to her. I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori. What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how we would make an event out of literature. Hee hee. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. Hey, I kind of done that too once. I was in the drama club once. Man, it was fun. A performance. Of what kind? Well, everyone's gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Huh? That sounds kind of dull. TJ, you're not thinking about it right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. Really? Like you say the lines like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinching roots. Caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, from when I look in every direction, the once prestigious field before me is all but a wasteland. Like that. Sayori. How could I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take this seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. Hey, I play hard to get sometimes. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess it means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival's gonna be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, TJ, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, huh? And it's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She is nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. And hey, that's how I am with my best friends too. It's kind of a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As years went by, I had begun to hold myself in the room more and more. So I'm going adventuring with Sayori to bring about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had inside me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet, and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand, too. They're kind of dirty, though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. All right, that's one. Don't get distracted. We still needed to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Let me guess. Red, right? Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for poster paper. Oh, but I dropped one by accident. Smack. Kia. No, it should be more like Kia. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the ground and crayons spill all over her lap. Ow, wow, 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 wow. You okay? My forehead. She clenches her forehead. Come on, it can't be that bad. Jeez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Suddenly, Sayori sits on the floor, and I grab her by the wrist and pull out of the closet. So I'm literally dragging her out of the closet while sitting, just like a kid. You have to move your hand, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a sec. Finally, in a realistic position instead of just being in this type of pose. And, well, I have to admit, never mind. Sayori suddenly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow, sorry. There was a huge red mark on the center of her forehead, and a bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find some ice. TJ? Where would I find some ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You didn't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. She's such an innocent, a klutz, but she's still adorable. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I located the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to be used as a drink. I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. And yeah, the school I've been to had a lot of vending machines, but I don't know one if they actually served apple juice. Well, if they did, it's never been cold. Let me know in the comments below. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. Sayori has one hand on her forehead and using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons into the box. At least they were already in wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I handed Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's meant for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How hard do you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump of her head. It stings. Just bear it. It will feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons. So that's good. Hey, TJ, this kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know, when we used to play outside all the time. I always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fall behind and had trouble climbing on things you did. And sometimes when I tried to do things, I couldn't. I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quickly as you could. You you try really hard to get me to stop crying. It's almost like you blame yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it wasn't your fault after all, you know. Did I really do that? Yeah, don't you remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in that way, it was my fault. This kind of reminds me of this time, too. If I wasn't rushing to get you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. TJ? I didn't realize it before, but you are always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing in to help me, even though I am a bit clumsy. And this is the moment where they come in and kiss. Come on, kiss. You really are a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do that kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even knew it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. TJ, I'm so glad nothing changed between us. Do you think we'll be like this forever? If I'm being honest to myself, there's no way we're going to end up at... We'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair to say it for myself to make any promises. And that is true. Even if it comes to people you do love and care about, try not to make promises you cannot keep. Even if it's something like this. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already. I can't imagine that you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. And then we go in for a kiss. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I look deep in thoughts like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. My boy. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's going to see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. Ah! She clenches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Oh. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs trying to hide the bump, but without much success. Seriously, how hard did you hit your head? It must be like literally this size. In a moment, we made it back into the classroom. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about it. I was playing it with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway. And I know something's telling me Monica's not believing this. Were you able to find everything you needed? I have a right. Sayori frantically glazes around herself. I forgot all of them. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. So, sounds like you ended up doing all the work, TJ. Well, Sayori. I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it into an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Before I smack each and every one of you, are you ready to share your poems? I guess I'll grab mine. After making sure the crayon box was closed tightly, I returned to my seat. Who should I share my poem with next? Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, you know what? I'll go with Yuri. Ah, is it my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying things, TJ. Were you inspired by Netsuki's poem? Or Sayori's, perhaps? Well, I guess you could say that. I thought so. I'm happy for you. You didn't find any inspiration in my poems? I wrote them down for you. Not for anyone else. So I don't really need people to like them or anything. Yuri? I'm so sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I had to try something in your style, I would just probably do a terrible job. I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, if you don't, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brains like turning a bunch of gears. Try to let your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your mind to see your readers to see into your mind. It's an intimate exercise. I see. And that's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example like that if you'd like to read it, of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nodded and timidly hands me her poem. Okay. Now story time with Tim, ladies and gentlemen. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I've noticed my strange tendencies as well as an unusual human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconsciousness, well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread, my curiosity, and the raccoon, an urge. The moon entices its phases and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The same light that gleams in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. On perhaps, I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon then has taken to following me. You could say we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Each time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows its excitement. A rush of blood. A classic whatever that word is, contending. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Okay, despite me failing most of the words because not best at cursive handwriting, it's actually not that bad, but I am a little worried about that knife. Um, I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I could see that. It's a lot more metaphor. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's my fault, but I couldn't begin to image of what this poem is about. That's right. It's a little closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I couldn't figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way that it it feels for me to indulge in my in more usual hobbies, unusual hobbies. I mean, it's sort of thing that I usually force myself to keep to myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, TJ? Well, yeah, I guess so. Hey, who doesn't? I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best way we could express each other is to respect each other in our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and in something that makes us uncomfortable. After all, if I haven't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit more, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Hey, one of my many special qualities. All right, let's try Netsuki. Hmm? Well, it's not like it's gotten any worse than the last one. Yet, and I can't really say it's gotten better either. Phew. What's this phew about, hmm? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take that as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably a little more critical. Hey, what makes you... Um... maybe that was a compliment. Ah. Glad to see that someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be good as me someday. That's, something tells me Nezuki completely misses the point. Come to think of it, if this kind of thing it reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Huh, you think so? Yeah, well, I guess you've been friends with her so long, you might be on the same wavelength. And you never really stuck me out as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Hey, you know what? Maybe she's just the type who just hides her emotions. Well, I don't know. But honestly, how could someone else so... fluffy... spend so much time with someone like you? She's like... it's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Well, that's a little unnecessary, calling me a dead weight. But think of it as this way. If it wasn't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. We could say we care about each other in different ways. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah? I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Okay. Alright, Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound it to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands is probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has lots of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends started to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter what her she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter she keeps it private. It doesn't matter it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's off better without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. So yeah, pretty much from what we could easily tell here is that, yeah, despite how cool and amazing that person is, but if they just have one little quirk, like let's just say the most good-looking, fun, energetic person in the world has a hobby and I don't know, let's just say eating a jar of instead of likes to eat a huge jar of mayonnaise straight, then you're not friends with them, despite them being like a really cool, intelligent, helpful person. So it's basically about judging people. Not bad, right? It's quite longer than yesterday's. Well, yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you would think it was the... I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. That is true. Sometimes you can example complacent issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree at the subject of this poem is who would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks of it doesn't matter. It can't be about anything. I wrote it down to be easier to relate to people. Everyone has kind of a weird hobby or guilty pleasure. And sometimes you're afraid if people found out, they'd make fun of you and think less of you. But that's just what's make people stupid. Oh, shoot. How did that happen? I think people really needed to learn how to respect others for liking weird things. Yeah, that's funny. Yuri wrote something very similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She wrote about her poem about an unusual habit of hers. I don't get it, but she said something very similar to you. That people shouldn't make fun of each other's insecurities about things. Really? Well, I mean it. Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt she has some weird hobbies. Not that anything's wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Netsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I'm not trying it to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird hobbies and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who makes me feel insecure. And Yuri makes me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even though her handwriting is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless if it's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too. So I look forward to it. All right. Let's check out Sayori's. TJ, I really love your poem. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I wasn't trying to hide anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so. Huh? No way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how she likes something. But I don't think that's it. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll have to be honest about it. It's easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Huh? What? I'm saying I like you, woman. I like you. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my stupid life? And you should just somehow make everything in my life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking? Oh, so this is where the house fire comes in. I get it now. Everything's full circle. Let's not talk about that. So yeah. I guess what I'm saying is how I feel I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting into my business, huh? I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you. Do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori on the head. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling it with the pencil between her hands. Hey, TJ, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Why? Because, well, it's the first thing you've written something for me. Hee hee. Sayori, you're completely missing the point. I didn't write this for you. Hee hee hee. Are you listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. Aw, I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends over to pick up the piece that she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a bit clumsy today. Hey, let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah? I grab Sayori's arm and help her to her desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh? Sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Hey, geez, don't worry about it. I'm sure I'll like it. Okay. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like a lid of a cookie jar. In a secret place where I keep all of my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumbs and forefinger and pluck out one. It's soft and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, in bottles, all in a row. My collection that makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle, a starlight to atomize. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper. My fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering secrets, hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and scraping and scraping. I blow the dust off of my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf should have used some more. My friends take a look at my through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in comes my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them off the shelf, one after another, handing them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. It shatters all over the floor. They supposed to be for my friends. My friends aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Okay, you know what? I want to see what... I kind of have a loose understanding what this is supposed to mean, but let's see what she has to say. Holy crap! Sayori, did you write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write my best poem ever? Yeah, but... I mean, I wasn't expecting something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been... really been in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's also kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Well, maybe I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about this. The point is, it comes out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing till I die. Okay, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always has a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. And the least interesting, Monica. Hi again, TJ. How's the writing going? All right, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy to apply. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Oh, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. All right. It's pretty good. It makes me think of a Sayori. Like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of excruciating. It's kind of excruciating, that. Yeah, probably. But do you spend a lot of time with her even in the club? Don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy. It's just I was just teasing. I know it takes a little bit of time to make it friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki is interesting people, so don't be afraid to give for them their share of time. Okay, you know what? I get the hint. I've been spending so much time with Sayori. She wants me to, spend more time with Sayori Yuri and Natsuki. All right. I take the hint. And you can talk to me, yeah, now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? Oh, no, it's nothing like that. I'm just getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah? I'm sorry if I'm putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean that at all. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out. So I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, and unending... A cacophony of a meaningless noise. The last I checked, colors don't really have a noise. The noise, it wouldn't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sheen, cozying, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vine with a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me? Huh? I'm lost and totally confused. Can you explain this to me, please? Huh? It's even more abstract than your last one. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you didn't like it. No, I didn't say that. It's just the kind of thing I'd never seen before, I guess. It's kind of like playing it with my space of... it's kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's kind of like magic. Well, I hope it's a good one and not do anything bad or anything. Yeah, we have... I'm guessing about... Sayori about deep sadness, or I hope it's not depression. Well, the other one is a little obsessive with a knife. The way that I write the poem, the way I write the lines are so really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem isn't the right question. The poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. Is it getting a little self-aware here, or is it just me? So putting it in a way not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing with a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget save your what? You never know when you need to change your mind, or something unexpected might. What? Wait, this is okay. I'm getting a little freaked out here, ladies and gentlemen. What am I? You. That's exactly what I'm saying. What in God's holy name are you blabbering about, Monica? That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. I'm lost and thoroughly confused. Can you take me home? Okay, everyone. We're all done here reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could sit in the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do you really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can just so put together something good in just a few days. We'll all end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting, any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna make it simple, okay? We won't need so much more than just a few decorations. Sayori has been working on the posters, and I've designed some pamphlets so we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But what does this have to... but that doesn't tell us exactly what we're doing for the event. Sorry. I thought you heard that already. We're gonna perform. Perform? Monica? Yeah, we're gonna be doing a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. And the cool part is, we're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite the poem too. Sayori has put in it all on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori's, who's been coloring the poster, holds it up to see, gives us to what we need to see. Are you kidding, Monica? You didn't already start putting up the posters, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, There is no way I'm going to perform in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Monica. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine that. Sayori shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Monica. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Netsuki and Yuri haven't shared their poems with anyone until the last couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of people. I guess I overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put in a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better. We'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brings you out in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if we all take it standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and recite a poem, then I know then you can do it. Netsuki and Yuri remained silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica has been trying really hard to get new members. At least we could do it. What we can do is to help them out a bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Netsuki didn't have any argument left. Okay, fine. I guess I just have to get over it with. All right. Phew. Thanks, Netsuki. And what about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectively glazes around at everyone's expectant faces. I guess I don't have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice rehearsing them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? No, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. And Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her influence is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line. She recites, bringing the words to life. Is that something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I gaze around her. Everyone's eyes are on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finished the reception. All four of us applauded. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Oof. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Sayori clutches the sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. The poem is called, Yuri's, exudatively glazes all around us. You can do it, Yuri! You can do it! You can do it all night long! It's called, After Image of the Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts to read the poem. Just a moment ago, she was practically refusing to do this. Why is she putting in so much effort? As she gets past of the first couple lines, her voice changes. It was almost like it when it happened. Yuri gets absorbed into her book. Her quivering of words transform into a sharp syllables of a fierce, confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in a structure that she imbues with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps clenched inside of her head. Suddenly she finishes. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality and glazes around her as if she was bewildered even herself. It was up to me to save the situation. I was the first to start applauding. Everyone joined me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not like we didn't want to applaud her, but we were so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applauded, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good, and thanks for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm up then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Uh, Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're rehearsing it to other people. Imagine you're rehearsing it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it comes to you comes out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Gesuria's. It's serene and bittersweet. If I read this poem on paper, I probably wouldn't think of it. But hearing it from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant, that she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applauded. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Yeah, even TJ liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What do you mean by that? I don't need to spell this out for you. Come on, my boy. It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere fits you so nicely. Yeah, I know you're happy and cheerful, but you know what they say about people who's, like really happy all the time and such, right? Gonna miss Robin Williams. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that particular delivery. I don't really understand. Yeah, I don't even really understand either. On the other hand, I've seen poems like yours that were sort of with a gentle delivery that doesn't work well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. And if you don't have much time before the festival, we don't have that much time before the festival, Okay. Now, who's next? Netsuki. Don't make me go before TJ. It's not like I can compete with you guys anyway. Might as well let TJ lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Netsuki? Hey, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I had much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote today. I stand up in front of the podium. Everyone's eyes were on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I wasn't exactly confident in my own words, it was hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finished, I received applause anyway. Sorry I'm not as good as everyone else, though. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. All right, then. Just leave that. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. It's not like I have to impress anyone. Natsuki begrudgingly gets up out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called It's called son of a biscuit. Why are you all looking at me? Because I'm presenting. Anyways, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts rehearsing her lines, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little enthused, her poem has a rhyme and rhythm to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when read aloud. The words feels like they bounce up and down as if it was giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back into her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Oh, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people? I mean, I'm going to have to do it in front of other people. Will it be easier? I can put it over whatever face I want to for people. But it's just my friend. Well, when it's just my friends, it's embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be another way. There's another way around for me. Well, that's just how it is. So, well, I guess in that case, you won't have to worry about the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming, though. It might be hard, but I hope that you have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get practice enough before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be rehearsing. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already practically surprised you even put that much effort for the club. And it makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that'll be it for the day. And I know the festival's coming, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll all finish planning tomorrow, and we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and to impress Monica. Boy, I'm not that interested in Monica. But then, hey, I'll do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Actually, wait. Are you ready to go? Yeah. Man, am I going through something, or is it just me? Look at you two, all ready to go home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Geez, guys, don't make a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to this? It's okay, TJ. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walked home with Sayori once more. Even though it's been a few days, a lot of things already changed. Today, Sayori's a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No worry. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to. I mean, aw. She's finally going to say it, ladies and gentlemen. She's finally going to say that she likes me. Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asks you to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me in the same spot here. um. Um. Oh. Um. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna save this right here, okay? I'm gonna save that here. And yes. And I'm gonna return Sayori. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Huh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. And besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, TJ. Well, hey, what can I say? I can be a little silly. You think about me too much sometimes. Look who's talking. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it. So, Sayori, I already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in spectating something that it's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy. Now, hey, that's how I am too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Yeah, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, as much as I like to continue playing, unfortunately, I have to get going. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, this is Tim After Dark, signing out.